Joe Duffy with Paws Up Positive Dog Training. Today I'm here with Puah. He's a 7-month-old golden retriever. His family, they're new clients of mine, and today we are going to be working on a recall, which is just a fancy way to say come when called. So come along while we teach Puah some basics about a recall.
So what do we need to bring for our reliable recall? We're working outside today, so for safety's sake, I've attached a 30-foot lead to Puah's harness. I like a harness as opposed to a collar, so there's absolutely no option for pressure around the neck. The second thing I need is high-value treats. I want to always bring something novel: hot dogs, cheese, deli meat, really anything that the dog loves. Anything that will motivate the dog. He's a retriever, he loves food, so this part is easy with Puah. Lastly, I want a dog who's really ready to play. This is a 7-month-old retriever. He loves life, he's so happy, he loves to be around everyone, everything, so we're working against the environment in terms of distraction. So that's why I do recommend starting inside. If you have a new puppy or a newly adopted dog, keep things safe, play hide and seek. Just make it always a positive thing to have your dog come to you. Your dog should never receive any sort of punishment, and I'll use that word loosely. Punishment is up to the one who's receiving the punishment. So you may think that it's not a big deal that you're calling your dog to go inside while you're getting ready for work, but think about how the dog feels about this. So it's always to be a positive experience when your dog comes to you. So notice I do a few things here with Puah. As he comes into me, I drop down and get a little low. It's less threatening, more encouraging, and he definitely wants to engage. I also make sure that I always treat him with a high-value treat that I have. And lastly, and probably most importantly, I release him back to go play. I don't want him to think that coming to me means his fun ends. So right here, you'll notice Puah joyfully starts to come back to me and then decides, maybe not. This is what I like to call a drive-by. Not ideal. I want him to ensure that he not only comes to me, but sticks around for a second or two. He happens to be very hot and very tired, so it's not a big deal, but I just want to make sure that he finds it worth his while to always come back to me. And this is just a very short clip of Stevie on one of our off-leash walks. This is now a conditioned response after a lot of practice, a lot of reinforcement, and really speaks to our relationship and our bond.
So let's recap the do's and don'ts of a reliable recall. So don't set your dog up to fail. If it's a competition between me and a squirrel, I'm gonna lose every time. And I know that about Stevie, so I just don't put her in that position. She's leashed. When I know we're in squirrel territory, she is on leash. That's just for safety's sake. Don't call your dog for anything negative. Don't call your dog to put the dog in a crate when you're going to work. Just go collect your dog, but just make sure that you don't call them. That's just gonna set up a negative pattern. And don't be angry or upset when you are going to call your dog. That's just, they know it and it's not gonna work. Do have a long lead, a 30-foot lead. A light 30-foot lead is perfect if you want to start working outside. It's always best to start inside. Low distractions, play hide and seek, have fun with it. Always have high-value food reinforcers. Whatever works for your dog. It could be anything in moderation that's obviously not dangerous to dogs is fair game. Use it. You're competing with the environment, so you're going to have to up the ante. And make sure that your dog is ready to play and have a good time. This should be really fun. It should be an enjoyable exercise. It's really important. It's a foundation behavior for all dogs, and every dog should have a reliable recall. So I hope that helped, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.